Hi, my name's Keith Armbrecht with the Network Media Group. We're going to do a really quick GetResponse training here. GetResponse is your autoresponder that is set up to send out emails automatically to people that come to your website. So once you join, you will have this website right here that'll be your very own. Your name will be right up at the top of it. And then when people come to it, they'll put in their name, email address, phone number. This information will go directly to your GetResponse account, and then it will automatically send out emails. We're just getting it set up so it can do that. So the first thing we need to do is create a campaign. So what you want to do is come to campaigns, hit create new campaign. Very simple. You just need to come up with a name that is somewhat relative to what we're doing. So you can see this campaign name on email, so make it, somewhat, relevant to what we're doing. So I'll make this one Trump, 888888, just so that nobody will have a problem with that. For some reason in GetResponse, you can't duplicate the same campaign name even on, somebody else's campaign. So kind of strange, but that's the way it is. So you create a new campaign, and then once we create this campaign, the first thing we want to do is go to settings. Once we're in settings, we need to go to contact settings. You want to first make sure your email address is correct and everything is there the way you want it. But go to contact settings, and then on the second option, it's opt-in settings. We need to uncheck all of these boxes. If we don't uncheck the boxes, it will require them to double opt into your list. In other words, when somebody joins your list, it's going to send them an email saying you must verify that you want to be in this group. And I can guarantee you'll lose half of your contacts if you use it that way. So back to our campaign list. Now we have this one set up, and you have two choices, either newsletter or follow-up. A newsletter would be if you want to send everybody in this group just one email message. That would be a newsletter. The follow-up, which is what we're going to do right now, is a scheduled delivery of emails. So we're going to set them up for immediately, next day, the following day, day after that, day after that, day after that. So we can follow up with folks without having to do a whole lot of work. So you want to hit create follow-up. When you do that, you have a choice of how to send it, either HTML or plain text format. We don't want to go plain text. HTML certainly looks much nicer. So click on HTML, then it brings us to their template page. They have a bunch of templates. We're not going to use any of them because they aren't very relevant to what we're doing. So start with a blank template. It'll bring us up to their HTML editor. Now what you're going to do here is put in one of the emails that I sent you. If you did not get the emails that were sent out, please send me an email to keith@thenetworkmediagroup.com, and in the subject line just put please send me the emails. And these are the ones I use, and I've created them so you can just copy and paste them, make it easy for everybody. So we want to go to the first email. These are all in HTML code, so obviously you can't read it right here. It tells you exactly what to do. First email sends immediately. The subject line, this is what I use. You're welcome to put in anything you want there, or you can keep it exactly the same. So when we come back to our editor, the first thing we want to do on this first email is change this number to 0, because we want this to go out immediately. This will be the very first email they get. We want them to get it right when they sign up. We'll put the subject in the subject line. We'll go back to the email and copy all the HTML code. And then we're going to paste it into our editor. Now, we can't just paste it the way it is. Right now it's on HTML body. We have to go over here to the right and click on Custom HTML. Once we've done that, go back in, just click, paste it in. You can see all the code is there. Go back to that same tab and hit Back to Editor. And then you have the email. So this is the email that all that code makes up. Now, you do have to personalize this email and every one of them, because it has, for one, my Trump website link here. You want to make this your Trump website link. So put whatever name you registered with on the TrumpNetwork.com to get there, and then you also have to change the link. Highlight the entire thing, go up to this chain link right here. Very simple. Same thing will come up, and you just need to change the end of it to whatever you signed up with for the TrumpNetwork.com / usually it's your first and last name, but some people change it. Now also go down to the bottom of the email, add your name, your email address, your phone number, so they'll know how to get back to you. And that's about it for the personalization. Now, GetResponse won't let us send just an HTML email. They require us to send plain text also for the people that can't get HTML. So what we have to do is copy this email, highlight it all, click Control-C, then go click on plain text, put your browser in there or your cursor in there, click Control-V, and there. It's all in there in a text version. So you have the text version and you have the HTML version. And that's it. We go down to the bottom, click Save Message. It'll bring us into the Follow-Up Manager, shows us where our email is. And you can see we now have one in here that's scheduled to go out in 0 days. I recommend that everybody test every email that they put in. All you do is click on Test, and it'll send it to your email address. You'll get it. You'll see exactly what it looks like. Now, I'm going to create another one very quickly because I only have 10 minutes on this video in order to be able to upload it. So what we want to do is go back to Create Follow-Up, click on Choose HTML, choose Start with Blank Template, and then we're going to go get our second email. So we did the first one, now we're going to do the second one. Shows second one sends 1 day after subscription. My subject line is don't wait, please call me. Go back in there. You can see on the send, it's right. We want it to send 1 day after sign up. We're going to put our subject in there. Then we need to go back to the email, copy all the text, come back to the editor. We know we have to go over here to custom HTML. Click on that, paste it right in there, go back to the editor, and same thing. You're going to want to go down here and custom and personalize. Take my link out, put your link in, make sure you change it up here so that when you click on it, it goes to your website, not to mine. And then down at the bottom, you're going to put your name and your email and all that stuff. And then again, we got to send it in plain text also. So highlight the entire email, click Control-C to copy it, click on plain text, put the cursor in there, Control-V, now we have it in plain text. All done. All we got to do is go down and save it. Click on Save. It'll bring us back to our Follow-Up Manager. It'll show we have 2 emails in there. So you can see we've got one that goes out 0 and we got another one that goes out in 1 day. And again, test them all so that you make sure they go. Now if you look at my regular account, it'll show you, I've got all my emails in there. So I've got 0, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day. So I've got 7 emails in total. And we should probably have a few after that, 2 weeks later and 3 weeks later and a month later. But you can do that on your own. You can actually make these repetitive. Just use the same email, the do not wait, please call me one. You can put that in, for 3 weeks down the road and what have you. So that is how you set up your GetResponse account. What I need from you in order to create this website for you is I need your campaign name, whatever your campaign name is, and then I need your Trump Network link. So whatever you use to create your own Trump Network link, please send me an email at keith@thenetworkmediagroup.com saying my webpage in the subject line, and give me your GetResponse campaign name and your Trump Network link. And I will set up this page for you so you have your own page. You can go out and market it and do everything you want. So I hope that helps everybody. And, if anybody has any questions, send me an email. I'll be happy to help. And good luck to everyone. Thanks.